Good evening to all and welcome to the session. Before we go to the actual session, I would like to talk about the new batches, top educators, top batches, starting from 22nd December. Quick look, the batches. Every day I talk about these batches. Sec Brahmastra batch, all government exams, banks and SSC. Complete batch on general studies. Foundation batch, SSC MTS, a new batch. Target SSC stenographer, a new batch. Iconic features, raise hand and ask a doubt by Unacademy, very useful. And test series, very useful, free, you don't have to pay anything. A raise hand, once you take the subscription, you can use this one. This is over. I don't know how many of you have taken. If you use my referral code Murthy10, you get 10% discount. These are the subscription offers. All set, let's crack it. Now we'll go to the questions. Please read the first one and try to answer. First, you read the instructions. Choose the most appropriate option to change the voice active passive form of the given sentence. First, you have to decide whether it is an active voice or passive voice, and based on that, you have to respond. I regret the way I treated you. They haven't touched the clause I regret. Every option you see the same. Good evening, good evening. The second clause, the way I treated you. I regret the way I treated you. The second clause has been touched. So what is the answer? 1B. It cannot be A, the reason being it is not continuous. I treated you, that is past tense. Being goes with continuous tenses. I regret the way you were treated by me. I treated you, you were treated by me. This seems right. Good evening. I am treating, it's not at all correct. The way you treated me. Good evening. The meaning changes. So what is the answer? The second option is the answer, and this is based on past tense. Question number 2, again related to active voice and passive voice. I owe a big debt of gratitude to my mentor, Miss Pallavi Datta. Kaushal says second option. Please mention the question number that avoids confusion. No one has responded. Here, I owe a big debt. Which tense is this? Present tense. Based on that, a big debt is owed. Had been not correct, was owing not correct, will be owed not correct, is owed. Answer is the fourth option. And which tense is this? Present tense. Once you focus on, I owe a big debt. A big debt is owed. Simple, there ends the matter. That's very good. I appreciate. This question is based on speech. Mrs. Sethi said to her students, would you like to go outdoors for the yoga class? Second one is over. You should answer the third one. Mrs. Sethi said to her students, said here, reporting verb. It is in past. Then the tenses change to a corresponding past tense. Would you like to go outdoors for the yoga class? It's a question. And when it is a question, you got to be a little careful. What is the answer? Mrs. Sethi asked the students whether you changes to they would like to go outdoors for the yoga class. This seems right. We'll see other options. Ask the students about their liking. Not correct. Her students that would you like? It should change from interrogative to affirmative. To her students, will you like? Not correct. So what is the answer? First option is the answer. Easy one. This goes with boys. Did the boys take permission to go out today? They shouldn't have used the word today because today goes with present perfect tense, but here it is in past. Did the boys take permission to go out today? Questions in passive voice you got to read carefully. But first you have to know the tense. Did the boys take? Which tense is that? Past tense. Based on that, was the permission taken? It should be. No, no, it cannot be. Are the boys taking? Not at all correct. It is past tense. You have to look for past tense. Was permission to go out today taken by the boys? Seems right. Has permission? No. Had the boys taken? No. It is in past. Only one option is in past. Second option. No, no, no. Why fourth option? Did the boys take permission to go out today? This is not speech. This is active voice and passive voice. Nayak. Not the fourth option, second option. What is the reason? No, no. I think you got confused between direct speech, indirect speech, and active voice and passive voice. Here, tense does not change. Past tense in past tense. Only when it comes to speech, you have to think of tense changes. But here, what is the question about? Good evening, Nagma. Answer is the second option, not the first, not the third, not the fourth. I hope you guys got it. Here, past tense, even here it should be past tense. Question number 5. Please read the instructions. Good. My friends persuaded me that I should forgive him. My friends persuaded me. Which tense is that? Past tense. Then you have to look for was persuaded. I was persuaded. Will have been is not correct. Being persuaded not correct. Will be persuaded not correct. This is present perfect, present continuous, future not at all correct. My friends persuaded past. I was persuaded by my friends past tense. Answer is the first option. Now a question based on speech. Let us not go out today. Clue for you today. It is going to be a hot day. It is present continuous changes to past continuous because the reporting verb is in past. If the reporting verb is in past, the tense is changed to a corresponding past tense. Where do you find that today? It is going not correct. You cannot change the reporting verb. He suggested that we should not go out that day as it was going to be a hot day. Seems right. He had suggested you cannot change the tense of the reporting verb. Answer is the third option. He suggested that we should not go out that day. Today changes to that day, and it is going changes to it was going to be a hot day. You see a few words underlined. These go with sentence improvement. If you think those words are correct, answer should be no improvement. Something is wrong, choose one of the options. I'm thinking to buy a new car as my old one is giving me trouble. Who is this Ashwini? Balu Naik, Bharat. Yes. I'm thinking to buy. No, we don't say that. We say, I'm thinking of buying. I think's not at all correct. I thought to buy. No, it is a something going on. Based on that, answer is the second option. Yes, yes, I know. How are you, Madhav? I'm thinking of buying a new car as my old one is giving me trouble. No, no, it is not correct, Shivam. I'm thinking to buy is not correct. I'm thinking of buying. That is a correct expression. Answer is the second option. Please make a note. This again goes with voice. They shifted the venue of the conference. They shifted. Which tense is that? Past tense. Then you have to look for was shifted. Here, was shifted has been present perfect not correct. They are shifting not correct. They were shifting. You cannot use a continuous tense. Answer should be the first option. They shifted the venue of the conference. The venue of the conference was shifted. This is also past tense. Easy one. Provided you're good at tenses, over the years, you have to segment the segment which has an error. Over the years, the writer Amish has evolved to what millions of youngsters aspires to be today, that is an intellectual. Intellectual means a knowledgeable person. Knowledgeable person, intellectual, polymath, highbrow, walking encyclopedia. Bharat says second option. Nothing wrong with the third part. No. Over the years, nothing wrong with this is a standard phrase. The writer Amish has evolved, nothing wrong, present perfect tense, to what? Millions of youngsters. Of youngsters is a phrase. Millions. Answer my question, millions singular or plural? Millions, is it singular or plural? It is plural. The sentence is in present tense, then you cannot add s or es to the verb. So where is the error? Second part is not correct. Millions aspire. Then it is correct. Millions aspire to be today. That is an intellectual. Plural. Then you cannot add s or es to the verb. There is an error in the second part. Aspires is not correct. It should be aspire. That's it. I hope you guys got it. Again, which segment has an error? Each film will be checked by a government appointed censor board along public exhibition. Where is the error? Yes, Ashwani has got it right. There is an error in the first part based on the segments. Along alone is not correct. Along with, here we have to use along with public exhibition. With should be there, the preposition along with. Only then it is correct. And it is based on prepositional combination along with. Sentence improvement, look at the words underlined, decide right or wrong. If correct, no improvement. Not correct, one of the options. The books, those I gave you, is mine. This is too much. Sounds quite funny. The books, those I gave you, is mine. Answer Ashwini again, the first one to respond. Bharat also, very good. Answer is the first option. This is ridiculous. The books that I gave you are mine. Please don't misplace them or lend them to someone else. That I gave you to you is mine, which I gives you. All these are ridiculous options. Answer is the first option. The books that I gave you are mine. Please don't misplace them. A lengthy one you got to read very carefully. Kapil said to his team, first you have to focus on the reporting verb. Reporting verb is in past, then what? Tenses change to a corresponding past tense. You don't perform, present changes to past, will changes to would, this match changes to that match. Very easy. Kapil told his team, if you cannot use you. Kapil warned his team that if they did not perform well in that match, they would not get a place in the team. This seems right. Warned to his team, no. Don't, no. Present changes to past, not correct. Answer the second option. Easy to answer provided you're good at tenses. The author is not well known. A little bit people have heard of him. Now, can you use the expression little bit of people? Have you ever heard something like that? 13 is what? Little bit people, a little bit of people. No one says something like that. A few person, not correct. What is the answer? Few people have heard of him means hardly anyone has heard of him. Answer should be the fourth option. Few people. Few has a negative connotation. No, no, not the second option. It cannot be the second option. A little bit of people. We never say something like that. Few people know him. Few people have heard of him. Means what? Hardly anyone knows him. Negative connotation. Answer is the fourth option. I hope you guys got the question number 13. It is select the segment which has an error. It is B said that in 2019, the Indian stock market will fall drastically and we can expect that fall very soon. Will you say it is said or it is B said? It is said that. I have told many a time Few means hardly anything, almost nothing. A few means here hardly anything or almost nothing. It has a negative connotation. A few means at least some. The few means whatever is there, whoever is there, or you can make a note specific, the few, whoever is there, whatever is there, or you can remember something specific. Have you got the difference? Ashwani, few negative, hardly anything or almost nothing, negative connotation. A few, at least some. The few, specific. And the same meanings go with little, a little, the little. Same meanings. Choose the most appropriate option to change the narration. I will be 25 tomorrow, said Vidushi. Said. Reporting verb is in past. Will be changes to would be. Tomorrow changes to the next day. Is saying is not correct. Hold this one. Will say is not correct. Had told is not correct. So what is the answer? Vidushi said that she would be 25 the next day. Will changes to would. Tomorrow changes to the next day or the following day. Voice. My grandmother believes that drinking a glass of milk at bedtime is essential for health. Lengthy sentence you got to read carefully. 15 is over. Now 16. Question number 16. My grandmother believes that. Which tense is this? Present tense. Then you have to look for is believed. You see, is believed here. Being goes with continuous tenses. Will have been believed, not present tense. Has been believed, present perfect. This is future perfect, not correct. So what is the answer? No, 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 no. How come today going wrong? Answer is the first option. My grandmother believes that drinking a glass of milk at bedtime is essential for health. My grandmother believes that. It is believed by my grandmother that drinking a glass of milk at bedtime is essential for health. This is a clue for you. Answer is the first option. No second thoughts. How come? My recent London trip was really special because I was being able to meet my nephew and his family after many years. First, you have to decide I was being able to meet whether it is right or wrong. If it is not correct, one of the options. Elimination approach you can easily make out, should not be a problem. I was being able to, that is not at all correct. I was able to meet, seems right. I'm unable to, meaning changes. I has, not at all acceptable. So what is the answer? Answer is the first option. I was able to meet. Narration. The interviewer said, Rajiv, I'm impressed with you. Said, a reporting verb is in past. I'm impressed, present tense. Present changes to past. Says you cannot change the reporting verb. If once, yes. You cannot change the reporting verb. The interviewer told to Rajiv. Not correct. Is not correct. The interviewer told Rajiv that he was impressed with him. Seems right. The interviewer said to Rajiv that he had been impressed. I'm impressed. Present. Present tense changes to past tense. He had been, that is past perfect, not correct. Answer is he was impressed, past. Answer is the third option. The masses, though well intentioned, preferable to remain passive spectators. Excuse me. Question number 19. 18 is over. Now 19. Here, what is the subject? The masses. Masses, singular or plural? Plural. This is not, you don't have to consider, though well intentioned. Here, the masses preferable to is not correct. The masses prefer to remain passive spectators. Prefers, plural, you cannot use prefers. Had preferred to remaining is not correct. So, what is the answer? The masses prefer to remain passive spectators. The old lady said, may God bless you and give you all you desire in life. Read very carefully. Question number 20. Question number 20, no one has answered. The old lady said, reporting verb is in past, then you cannot change the reporting verb, the tense. The old lady said that God may bless you and give you all your desire in life. You cannot use you. The old lady said that God will bless me and give me all I desire in life. What is the fourth option? The old lady wished that God would bless me and give me all I desired in life. Answer is the fourth option. Other options are not correct. Active voice and passive voice. They are selling very good stationery here. They are selling. Which tense is this? Present continuous. Any continuous tense in passive voice, you have to look for the word being. Where do you find being? Not in the first option. It is in the second option, not in the third option, not in the fourth option. Based on one word being, you can get the answer present continuous tense. Exactly. Very good stationery is being sold here. Question is based on present continuous tense. When it comes to passive voice questions, a little difficult, you got to read very carefully. Were all formalities completed by you? Were all formalities completed by you? Which tense is this? Past tense. Past tense, is it in active voice or passive voice? It is in passive voice. Then you have to look for active voice, past tense. Did you complete all formalities? This is past tense. Have you completed present perfect? Have you been completing present perfect continuous? Will you complete future tense? Not correct. So, what is the answer? The first option, did you complete all formalities? Were all formalities completed by you? Very good. You guys got it right. That's wonderful. Question number 23, narration. Don't use your mobile while crossing the road, I said to him. Don't use your mobile while crossing the road. Here the reporting verb is in past. Don't use your mobile present should change to past. I told him to not to. That is not grammatically correct. I advised him not to use his mobile while crossing the road. Seems right. I am advising not correct. I said him not to use. I told him would have been better. You cannot use said. Said goes with statements. Answer is the second option. I advised him not to use his mobile while crossing the road. This is, you got to be very careful. Select the segment which has an error. If you get this right, you should be happy. Please read the sentence very carefully. Who is this? Bharat says, fourth part. What is wrong with the fourth part, Bharat? Nagma also says fourth part. Nagamani says fourth part. Anisha, but what is wrong with the fourth part? I want you guys to tell. No, resulted in is not correct. No, no, no. You all have the same wavelength. Here, two American cities witnessed asked the question what? Shooting and resulting in should not be there. Shooting and resulting mass fatalities over the weekend. This is parallel expression, shooting and resulting. But if you use the word resulting, then you should not use a preposition in. Without in one word, if you remove the word in, sentence is perfect. Two American cities witnessed what? Shooting and resulting mass fatalities over the weekend. Have you guys understood the sentence? It has witnessed two things. One is shooting, the other one resulting mass fatalities. That is what we call parallel expression, shooting resulting mass fatalities. But you could spot the error, that is important. You don't have to write the correct expression. Narration, she said to her friend, where did you go yesterday? Fatalities mean deaths. Said reporting verb is in past. Where did you go yesterday? Past changes to past perfect. And also yesterday changes to the previous day or the day before. She asked her friend where she had gone the day before. And one more thing, interrogative changes to affirmative. She asked her friend where had she gone? No. She asked her friend where she was going? No. She asked her friend where she went? No. What is the answer? She asked her friend, because it's a question, where she had gone. Past tense changes to past perfect. Interrogative changes to affirmative. That is very important. Where had she gone is interrogative, not correct. That's a common error. Where she had gone, yesterday changes to either the day before or the previous day. Answer is the first option. Sentence improvement, word by word reading lead to the development of another bad habit, which is the habit of reading aloud. This is an interesting sentence. Question number 26. Answer my question. What is the subject of this sentence? Please answer. What is the subject of this sentence? The subject is word by word reading. This is a subject. Word by word reading. And the sentence is in present tense. Word by word reading, singular, third person singular. Then we should add S or S to the verb. Lead is not correct. Not correct. Leading to the developing, not at all correct. Leads to. Word by word reading leads to the development of another bad habit, which is a habit of reading aloud. No, word by word reading. That is a subject. The whole thing is a subject. Word by word reading. That is a subject. And the key word reading. Word by word reading. Sentence improvement. My friend did not understand the story. She asked me for explain it to her. An easy one should not be a problem. My friend did not understand the story. She asked me, should not be a problem. Easy to answer. She asked me what? To explain it to her. For explain is not correct. To explaining not at all correct. Can I explain that to her? No. No. That is not the answer. Answer is the first option. She asked me to explain it to her. Beyond any doubt, first option. Here, which segment has the error? Instead of helping her mother at the kitchen, Rekha was on her mobile talking to her friend, a regular thing in many families. Instead of helping her mother at the kitchen, Rekha was on her mobile talking to her friend. Which segment has the error? 28, third one. Yes, very good. At the kitchen is not correct. It should be in the kitchen. Then it is correct. Good. You guys got it right. Which segment has an error? Please go out and check if it is yet raining. This is an important question provided you remember the rule. You have already learned the rule. 29. You have to recollect still yet. Still goes with affirmative. Yet goes with negative and negative interrogative sentences. Here it is not negative, so you cannot use yet. It should be still. If it is still raining. Still is the word, not yet. Please go out and check. If it is still raining, then it is correct. The instruction got repeated. My new office is in a first floor of the new office complex. There are two errors. My new office is on is not in is not correct. It should be on. This is a this is an ordinal number. Ordinal number, we have to use a definite article the, not the indefinite article. Based on that, my new office is on the first floor of the new office complex. On the first floor. Common error. People say in. In is not correct. On is correct. It was a really bad movie. A worst movie I have ever seen in my life. Which segment has an error? Excuse me. No, no. How come third? Answer is the fourth option. How come you guys? It was a really bad movie. The worst movie I have ever seen in my life. The worst, not a. The worst movie that I have ever seen in my life. Can you say a worst movie I have ever seen? The worst movie. But how come you guys have chosen the third option? That is a bit surprising. Only Nagma and Madhav and Nagamani, they have chosen the fourth option. Others have chosen the third option. Nothing wrong with now I see Kaushar also. No problem. It take me within 15 minutes to walk to the metro station from my house. You have to make out whether the underlined part is right or wrong. If it is correct, no improvement. Otherwise, one of the options. It take me within 15 minutes. It is not correct. It take me most of, not correct. It takes me about 15 minutes. Correct. Takes me going. No. What is the answer? Third option. It takes me about 15 minutes. Good evening, Khan. Almost over. Back end of the session. No, 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 no. It is not the fourth option. Third option. It takes me about 15 minutes to walk to the metro station from my house. When we were on holiday in Kerala, we were visiting much beautiful tea terraces and spice gardens. Can you use much beautiful? No, no. We were visiting any. No, you cannot use any here. We are visit a few. Grammatically not correct. We visited many beautiful tea terraces and spice gardens. Answer is the third option. When we were on holiday in Kerala, we visited many beautiful tea terraces and spice gardens. Simple past tense, we visited. 34. The airport helper said, should I fetch you a trolley? Reporting verb is in past. Had said you cannot change the tense of the reporting verb. He will go. Answer is the third option. The airport helper asked me if he should fetch me a trolley. Perfect. I think you guys got it right. Question number 35. Sentence improvement. Would you like to speak in English or Hindi? Like to speak. Decide whether it is right or wrong. If it is wrong, one of the options. If it is correct, no improvement. Nagma has got it right. Bharat, Balu Nayak. Nothing wrong with that. Would you like to speak in English or Hindi? Would you like to have tea or coffee? No improvement. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. Grammatically, contextually, a perfect sentence. We still have some questions. Please go to the next one. The sales girl said, "Forgive me, but this dress is already sold." Like to speaking. Previous question. This dress, this changes to that, is changes to was. Based on that, is wrong, is wrong. Here, like to speaking, like speaking in. Where is that option? Like to speaking is grammatically wrong. Who is this Nagamani? Would you like to speaking is not at all correct. Would you like to speak? Would you like to go? Would you like to come? Would you like to buy? You don't say, would you like to buying? Would you like to going? Based on that, would you like to speaking is not at all correct. Is that clear? I hope you got it. So, what is the answer? Question number 36. This is wrong. This dress not correct. This dress not correct. This, no, 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 no. That pattern is not correct. No way, Nagamani. I've given the examples. Would you like to buying? Would you like to going? We don't say that. Would you like to buy? Would you like to go? Would you like to write? You cannot use ing form here. Not at all acceptable. Answer is a second option. The salesgirl begged forgiveness and regretted that that dress was already sold. Is sold was this changes to that. Answer is the second option. I think you guys got it, Anshika. Okay, but it says Suman. Welcome to the platform. Oh, you're in 10th. Why are you here? Anshika, what are you doing here? Here, narration. If the rains don't stop, we will have to move the animals to another place, said the zoo official. Said it is in past, reporting verb. Then present changes to past, will changes to would. Had been not correct. Rains did not stop. They would have to seems right. Will say not correct. Don't stop not correct. Are not stopping not at all correct. And answer is the second option. To get knowledge. Very good. I appreciate that. The zoo official said that if the rains did not stop, they would have to move the animals to another place. Very good. Select the segment which has an error. This is an interesting question. Found in many parts of India, the frangipani tree is a small, low branching tree which is especially used for several medicinal purposes. Yes, very good. Here we don't say especial. We need to use a adverbial form. Especially. Exactly. Very good. I appreciate that. Especially is not correct. It should be especially used for several medicinal purposes. We need to use the adverb. Question is based on adverb. Very good. I appreciate. The art teacher said, I never tell my students what to draw. I tell them to imagine. Very good. A very good teacher. Said reporting verb is in past, then tenses change to a corresponding past tense. I never tell present changes to past. I tell them present changes to past. I cannot be used. Tells is not correct. Had said you cannot change the reporting verb, tense of the reporting verb. Based on that, the art teacher said that she never told her students what to draw. She told them to imagine. Answer is the second option. Very good. Sentence improvement, but underlined segment, underlined part. This is underlined part. Rather funny. I'm like very much Chinese food. I think from here. I is not underlined. After that, I am very much like Chinese food. That doesn't make any sense. I like very much Chinese food. I like Chinese food very much. I am liking. You cannot use the verb in ing form. No, it is not the first option. It should be the second option. I like Chinese food very much. I like very much Chinese food is not correct. I like Chinese food a lot. I like Chinese food very much. It should be the second option. Food and water are the two basic necessities that citizens should have accessing in. This is based on preposition combination. Oh, Subramaniam, after a long time. 41 sentence improvement. No. If you read the newspapers, you come across the word access quite often. The word access takes a preposition to, access to someone, access to the CM, access to power, access to authority, access to money, access to knowledge, access to resources. So it is not only one option. The fourth option is the answer. Access to. Question number 42. Reena, I'm surprised you want dinner as we had such a late lunch. Said, ah, yes, thanks for the wishes, Subramanyam. I'm doing well. I'm fine. Here, said Rajat, reporting verb is in past. I'm surprised, present changes to past. We had such a late lunch, past changes to past perfect. This is a good question. If you are not attentive, then you cannot get it. Present changes to past, past changes to past perfect. Based on that, he was surprised, nothing wrong. She had wanted, no. Was saying, you cannot change the reporting verb. Had been telling, no. Rajat told Reena that he was surprised that she wanted dinner, want changes to wanted. And as they had had such a late lunch, past changes to past perfect. Based on that, answer is the fourth option. A very good question. A lot of students think had is not correct, but nothing wrong with that. It goes with which tense? Past perfect. The two little girls were playing a game of dice. Were playing, which tense is that? Past continuous. Any continuous tense. No, that I'm going to bring 2 days grammar, after that vocabulary. So past continuous, any continuous tense in passive voice, you have to look for the word being. You don't find here, you don't find here, being is here. Only one option has the word being, that is the answer. A game of dice was being played by the two little girls. To be a good speaker, you need to memorize these speeches. You need to memorize these speeches. Which tense is this? Please answer. It is present tense. Based on that, these speeches will be memorized. You cannot use future. To be a good speaker, these speeches need to be memorized by you. Seems right. To be a good speaker, these speeches need to memorize. Not correct. To be a good speaker, these speeches being. It is not a continuous tense. Answer is the second option. To be a good speaker, these speeches need to be memorized by you. Can you pay him in cash? She said to me. Said reporting verb is in past, then can changes to could. And it's a question. She asked me, there is no question word. Then you have to use if or whether. She asked me if he could pay. No. She asked him. No. She asked me if I could pay him in cash. Answer should be the third option. She asked, hear me, she asked me. She asked me if I could pay, can changes to could, him in cash. Answer is the third option. We have 2 minutes and 4 questions. Let us do quickly. He advised me to go abroad for higher studies the following year. This is in indirect speech. You have to find out direct speech. Advised me. Then you have to look for the word should. He said to me, I go abroad. He said to me, please go abroad for higher studies next year. He told to me, you should, told to me is not correct. He said to me, you should go abroad for higher studies next year. Answer should be the fourth option. If I had the manual of the new TV, I would have fixed it by now, said Uma. Said reporting verb is in past. I had the manual, past tense changes to past perfect. I would have fixed. You cannot touch that. Uma said that if she was having, she has, she will have, she had the manual. Here, past tense changes to past perfect. Then you have to look for had. Uma said that if she had the manual of the new TV, she would have fixed it by then. Shyamalan's movie The Sixth Sense is starring Bruce Willis was a great success but does not win all Academy Award as expected. Does not, you cannot use. It goes into the past. Did not win any Academy Award as expected. Did win? No. Although it won? No. What is the answer? 48. Question number 48, second option. did not win any Academy Award. I hope you are 100% fit by now. It will be hoped. It is hoping. It is hoped that you are 100% fit by now. I hope. It is hoped. Answer is present tense here. I hope. Present. Based on that, it should be it is hoped. Answer is the third option. The last question for today. Even if Uma is unable to make it, I can't most definitely come. Does not make any sense. I want a definite come. You have to use an adverb. I needn't more definite. Does not make any sense. Even if Uma is unable to make it, I shall most definitely come. I will most definitely come. Here we have to use the adverb definitely. Only one option you have definitely, and this is not correct. Answer is the fourth option. That's all for today. Very useful paper. Hope you guys have got enriched. Thanks for being with me till I think 8:30.